What's crack-a-lackin' challengers? Welcome back to a brand new video, and this is a very creepy and crawly video. I have some extremely scary things that I did not tell my mom about because she would probably kick me out, including this very scary guy. Yesterday, I actually went to this reptile convention and insect convention near me. I ended up purchasing all of these guys here, but they're not really for me. Only like 2 of them are for me. The rest are for my friend Chase. He's currently in college a couple cities away, so I wasn't able to make it down for the show. But while I was at the show, I was on FaceTime with him, showing him all the cool insects and creepy crawlies, and he basically told me what to buy. So with that story part, let's actually start looking at some of the insects that we have. So first off, I think like the medium scale of scariness would be these hissing cockroaches. So these are hissing cockroaches, and they're basically one of the largest types of cockroaches there are. There's a couple different types that are larger, but these guys in particular are pretty popular in the pet trade. One reason is they are very prolific. They breed very fast. They can usually have like, it's really disgusting, but they open up this like egg sac thing that comes out of the female, and like just tons of babies come out. It's disgusting. The reason that they get the name hissing is because they can make a noise that sounds like a hiss. It's actually the back part of their body vibrating fast enough. It's pretty scary. So here are the creepy collies, and you can see three hissing cockroaches right here, and my friend also wanted me to pick up 2. These are some of the larger ones. Although, like I said, they do get pretty large. You typically don't find them for sale when they're this large. A lot of times you just find the little baby nymphs, which are the smaller versions of them. I want to hold one for you guys, but look at the barbs on their feet. Those little feet things on their body, they use those to grip onto surfaces. So if it were to get onto my hoodie, it would be almost impossible to remove. So I'm just gonna pull up my sleeve a little bit so you can actually hold one. I'm scared that all of them are gonna go out. And I'm not very experienced with roaches. I have had these guys in the past. I ended up giving the ones that I had to my friend Chase. He just really likes them. But one way that I believe you can tell if they're a male or a female is like the little horns on the top of their body. That's just one way, I believe, of telling. And then also the males are the only ones that can make that hissing noise. Hopefully I can get some of that noise for you guys on camera. Let me try real quick. So by touching them and stuff, it's not really harmful for them. They actually clean themselves. Oh, it's so spiked. Okay, it has been a while since I've handled a roach. I'm so sorry. Okay. Okay, yeah, you could hear that. It's pretty audible, and I believe they do it for breeding, and also as a defense mechanism. So let me try holding him. Oh, okay. Ah! I don't think this is gonna happen. They're like sharp. Oh, I wish Chase was here. Like he doesn't care at all. He would literally grab them, but it's a little bit scary for me. Oh! Okay, I get it. Okay, homeboy. This is what their face kind of looks like. Okay. Okay, that's a male. That's a male. So again, like you can see, their body is pretty cool. Like if I had him in a terrarium, it might be a little bit better, but since he's just sitting out on the table, it's a little menacing and a little scary. So I'm gonna put him back. I think the main reason that I'm scared of them is just the fact that they're pretty strong. Like, for a little tiny insect, they actually can lift quite a bit with their body. And like I said, their hooks are kind of scary as well. Like their body hooks are just kind of scary. And like I said, we have 5 of them, or my friend has 5 of them. I was thinking about taking one of these from him, like stealing it. But after that scary incident of me trying to hold him, I'm not sure that's gonna actually happen. So moving on to, I guess, the least scary in my own opinion, that would be millipedes. Millipedes are one of my favorite insects or arthropods in existence. I absolutely love their look, their body, their segmentations, just so much about them. And I like them so much that, one second. I ended up writing a simple little tiny care guide book for them. If you want to pick up a copy for yourself, the link will be down below. Look guys, it's me. Okay, yeah, this will be down below, but let's actually take one out and take a look at it. Here they are. So these are species that I've actually never kept. They are the ivory millipede and the chocolate millipede. Unfortunately, they only had 1 chocolate millipede in stock, so I was only able to get 1. But let me try putting them on the table for you guys. So this is the chocolate millipede, and he is really cool. He looks somewhat like an Americanus, one of the large American millipedes, but his color is a little bit more brown than black. And for those of you that do not know about millipedes, basically they are a segmented arthropod. They're a creature that basically has been on this earth like almost longer than any other living animal. Their body shape is really cool, but there is a massive difference between millipedes and centipedes. You might be familiar with like house centipedes. Let me pull up that page of my book. This one is a millipede and then this one is a centipede. You can kind of tell the difference. But let me read what I wrote like a year ago. It is a common mistake to confuse millipedes with common centipedes. However, they are genetically and physically very different. Millipedes are non-aggressive and their body structure differs between species, but most millipedes tend to have 2 pairs of legs on each segment of their body. They're also more round. There are some millipedes that are a little bit flatter, but in the most case of the ones that are in the insect trade, typically more round. Compared to centipedes, centipedes only have 1 set of leg on each segment of their body. They also tend to have less segments of their body than millipedes. They're also venomous, usually, and also very scary and have like stingers and stuff, or I don't know, venom. People do keep centipedes as pets, and they had some at the show, and they're like big and scary, but I'm not really into those guys. I'm only into these guys. Like, they are really cool. I've put them in my face before. Like, I let a millipede crawl around. That was an interesting video. But I really like these ivory ones too. They actually have like white feet, which is super cool, and like a white underside. I'm gonna put the chocolate one back in the cage. But I really like that you're able to see the millipede's eyes. Like, you can actually see the 2 little dots on their body. Let me try getting a closer look. So like I said, they're not really dangerous, like they can't bite humans. The only thing that some millipedes can do is release a chemical spray, and what that is like a natural self-defense mechanism. Like if an insect's trying to eat them, they're able to release this little toxic chemical, and they spray it onto the animal. It usually either gives them like an upset stomach to throw up the millipede, or it just like scares them off and they don't want to eat the millipede anymore. So that does happen. There are a couple different types. There's like cyanide. I know when I say cyanide, it's scary. But for humans, since it's such a small dosage, it's not very dangerous to humans. Like if they spray it on you, it can just like dye your skin for a couple days. It's not something to really worry about. I can kind of smell like a weird smell. Sometimes the millipedes smell like almond. Almonds are like cherries, depending on what type they are. And that's what it can smell like. So I can smell that. So I'm pretty sure one of them probably released it when they were in the container for the past like couple hours. But now moving on to the extremely scary thing, which I literally know nothing about. See, like with the other insects and stuff that I tend to keep, I try doing as much research as I can before I buy them. In this case, I know nothing about this spider. It's a tarantula. And guys, please do not tell my mom I have this. This is like her scariest thing in the world, and she would literally scream. I'm holding on to this sucker for the next like 24 hours until my friend comes back from college. So this is called a pink toe tarantula, and I guess it can get that name because like the paws or like the little legs have a little pink spot or like an orange spot at the end. This guy's menacing. This is not the kind of guy you want to, you don't want to run up on this guy. He has like hair on his body, which is scary. Like anytime a spider's big enough to have hair, that's just nasty. If you're an arachnophobe and you really don't like spiders, I should have warned you earlier in this video. I apologize. But I mean, you saw the thumbnail. I think the thumbnail probably says something about a spider. So inside this little cage, it kind of got messed up, but when I first had to buy him, he actually had like a little cocoon or like a little web thing set up around him. And that's obviously terrifying. Personally, I really hate like how I have to film this from the outside. I like to open this up, but I cannot even risk possibly cracking this thing open because I would not grab it and I would not touch it to put it back in the container. I would just have to like build a container around it. Oh, he is scary looking. I would have to assume he's like fast. I think spiders are kind of fast. Like if you were to crawl and escape, I want to see this guy's face. I want to just get those nightmares. If you're like a spider fan and you like keeping them, I'm sorry, but I can't. I literally could not. I could not. Let's talk about prices. I think that's really interesting because if you're actually picking some of these guys up and you're going to like a local dealer or something, I'll give you some good prices so you don't like get ripped off or something. So we got this pink toe. It said it was like $35 on the package, but I was able to talk the guy down to like $25, which is kind of cool. Yeah, and I'm not really sure if that's a good price for a tarantula. I'd assume $25 is like a really good price for, I mean, I want to say it looks good. Like I'm sure it looks great to like people that are interested in this, but I can't stand the sight of it. Now the millipedes, however, they were pretty cheap. Usually I'd assume that these guys would be like $15 each. Like that's what I would be willing to pay for these guys. But I was able to pick them up for $6 just because like I said, we bought these 2 things from the breeder. And I think I bought things from him from previous shows. So that's why he kind of gave me a cut. Now these hissing cockroaches were also a pretty good deal from another insect keeper. I think I ended up picking these guys up for about $3 each, which is like a really great price because usually for the size that these guys are, they should be a little bit more expensive. So overall, this was a great reptile show. I will also say that last reptile show, I picked up some amazing isopods. Like I probably showed an image of me and Wally. He's Supreme Gecko on YouTube. He makes some really great insect videos about isopods and also geckos. I've learned a lot from him for my crested gecko and all of my isopods, so huge shout out to you. Probably link his channel up here. But it was a pleasure hanging out. I also met up with some other YouTubers and some other really awesome insect and reptile people at the show. But yeah, that was the scary tarantula thing. Hopefully I never have to see this thing again, and my friend keeps it far away from me. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I will catch you guys on the next one. Take it easy, fam. Peace. Wow. Bye.